Hi everyone. I wonder if you can hear me. I have my earphones in. I'm driving and I'm holding the phone. Lord help me. I hope y'all can hear me. I hope you can hear me okay. So I am on my way to work this morning. I have not given any updates and I'm driving behind this noisy Bajaji. But yeah, I haven't given any updates in a while because there's just so much stuff involved and it's kind of difficult to do everything. And I drive myself everywhere because I have Jackson on other projects these days. So it's kind of difficult for me to do live or do videos and at the same time drive myself and I have all these different errands that I need to do on a daily basis. But I wanted to um, give you an update on the SeaMoss Cafe because this is where the bulk of my attention has been. Um, uh, Once we get it off the ground and running, then this is going to predicate the next steps. So I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see the road, right? Because we're pulling up now to. If you can hear me, tap. If you can hear me, let me know. If you can't hear me, let me know. So we're on Chole Road. This is the main thoroughfare. Um, it's one of the main roads here, and I'm pulling up now, and there's a vehicle in moving away, but I don't know. But anyway, um, I wish I could give the same kind of updates I did when I was doing the Exodus house, but step inside. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. I'm not sure if you can hear me because I have my headphones in. So let's see. So this is our spot. I've showed you before, but yesterday we crossed a big line. This is some of our stuff. This is, oh wow. So good morning. Hi. So you're doing six instead of eight. You're skipping this one. Yeah. Okay. So oh, fantastic. I'm happy you can hear me. So this is our concert. We delivered it yesterday. It looks small, but it really isn't. It's huge, right? Thank you so much, Lily. This is just the box we got going on here. Um, we're waiting for the rest of our tables and the rest of our things. This is a huge space. This is a space that I'm going to use for like the hypermarket where I'll be able to sell like packaged goods, wine, CMOS gels, things like that. This is our double smoker where we're going to be doing our jerk chicken. So huge, 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 huge. It's hard to get a grasp of how big things really are on the camera. Morning. So we're doing the skirting. So this is the back of the bar of the counter. Fundi. Yes. So they're working on the finishing touches. You can see it's a huge area back here, but then we have to put in the back bar um, for the service. So this is where the bulk of the work of the juice bar is going to be taking place. And this, don't mind this. I know y'all looking at it. Brittany, what is that? Don't worry about it. But it's a designed plant stand. Don't worry what I'm gonna do with it. It's gonna do amazing things. Whew. So this has been a bear of a project, a serious bear of a project. Um, Number one, this store was never a restaurant, so we had to take um, all of the plumbing. We had to do a variety of different things. So I'm giving you an update. So I'm going to give you a proper reveal like next week of when everything is in place because we have a bunch of stuff that we have yet to put out. But today is light day, right? So these are the covers for our cushions, our seats. We've got a bunch of stuff, equipment behind the door. We have secure cameras to make sure everything is nobody can come here and go and kind of stuff. We don't have all of our stuff out because obviously the workmen are in the space, and it's after the workmen get out of the space is when all of this stuff is gonna get put in place. Um, so we still have a lot going on as far as kitchen. So we have our stainless steel stuff. Whew. Yeah, I'm afraid to go out there, but this is where the jerk chicken is gonna be happening. Um, but you know me already. You're gonna see this in a couple of weeks time, and you're gonna see something else. And yes, this is the tire iron pot, right? The tire iron stove because well, a Jamaica I come from, and sometimes you just need a tire iron stove for roast some breadfruit and everything there. Yeah. So it's light day. Um, we're installing these lights that I made myself. Uh, only. Okay. So yeah, so these, I don't know if you can see. So these I did out of yeah. Oh, I've never had a restaurant in my whole life. I went to New York Restaurant School before they became the Arts Institute of New York. My uncle is Alan Vernon. He's the king of jerk in New York City. I have a degree in hospitality. I've been there, done that, bought that T-shirt. But me to say I'm confident enough to go and open a restaurant, I would have never done it. Um, Part of it is number one, this was never supposed to be a restaurant. It was just supposed to be like a SeaMoss cafe. That was the concept that the investors and I had was a SeaMoss cafe where we could, sell the juices and sell the SeaMoss and have an outlet. And we were looking at, different outlets for that, but none of them worked out. And so I thought, okay, you know what? Let's just see where can I get to do the processing that I can actually, do the packaging and have everything. And while I was looking, I found a space. Well, the tenant was already in here, but she was leaving. So one of the investors stepped up to the mark and said, you know what? Let's get it. It's a great place. We can do a lot from there. And so that's how it evolved into, this restaurant. So for over a year, we've been trying to get our CMOS into different outlets in the local market. I sincerely believe that Africa or Tanzania, as far as if you're in business, focusing on the local market is essential because of the population growth, the demand for quality things, the demand for quality goods is there. So if you have a product that is good quality, I think looking at Africa as a consumer market is an opportunity. So I started out that way. However, it evolved into something else. So it took us a long time to get to where we are today. But yesterday, I was like, you know what? I'm going. Please deliver everything you have for me, and whatever it is that you have left, work to do, you do it at my place because I was just coming in here after spending all of this money in an empty space over every day, and it was like really wearing down on my uh on my self esteem. It was like, and where is the money going? I don't see any evidence. So this is only a splat of like all the stuff because obviously we can't cut out and we can't really like decorate the stuff just yet. Um, Decorate the place and do all of that. So a reveal is coming in a few weeks. Um, so we are in Masaki, which is we are trying to purchase food. If you're trying to purchase goods or anything like that, this is the place that you want to be. We tried getting into various different supermarkets, and it didn't work. We tried getting into other places, and for some reason it didn't work. And I had to pull back. I had to pull back and say to myself, exactly what am I trying to achieve? Because in our company, we have investors. If it was just a matter of, oh, I'm selling SeaMoss, I'm going to go on YouTube or and sell SeaMoss and uh, and get some money, and that will be enough to sustain me and JoJo. That's okay. Okay, if that was my agenda, that is not my agenda. My agenda has been when I started the company, I went to the government agencies, I went to the NGOs, I went to the people who were involved. I I went to the people who are involved in the CMOS industry to find out exactly what is needed, what needs to be done in the industry. So we've had an opportunity to take something and run with it, to take something and support the farmers, to take something and build the industry in a different kind of way, in a way that others are not doing just by the way in which we are doing our business. So there's a guy by the name of Doug Seidman who wrote a book, I think it was called How. And I recommend people who are in business to read that book because the how things are done is very, very essential to your longevity if you're planning to stay in business. And you'll hear over this racket. If you can't hear, let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Let me see if I can go somewhere else. Maybe I should go in the kitchen. But my purpose here today is not to make a video. My purpose here today is to work. That's why I'm wearing my t-shirt and yeah. So we're building up the skirting. Well, that's at the top. Mm-hmm. So let me talk to the kitchen. Anyway, so if you're in business, if you're looking to, thank you, observer. Yeah, thank you, big up. Thank you, appreciate that. So yeah, so if you're looking to get into business, you have to really look at what exactly are you doing, right? What are you looking to accomplish with why you're getting involved in business? For me, the goal had to be bigger than myself. It had to be bigger because the way in which things were presented to me, um, it presented in a way that I knew that I could do the things that this industry required. I knew I had it in me. I know I have it in me to bring opportunity, to bring change to not just Tanzanian seaweed farmers, but also to people who would like to import sea moss on a larger scale, to people who would like to come to Tanzania to do business. So I saw a lot of things in which I could participate in properly. All right. So for those of you who are looking to come to Tanzania, hit me up, send me an email, exodusafrica1 at gmail.com, exodusafrica1 at gmail.com. So it's my day. I'm going to edit the video, all the stuff, all the ups and downs and things like that. If you're looking to come to Tanzania, we still have room at the Exodus House. A lot of people leave comments that they want to come. Email me your dates and let's work it out. Let's figure out how we can go about, you know, you can organize your time here. But yeah, so we're not necessarily we'll be up and running. Hopefully, we're trying to do a soft open sometime at the end of April, right? So it doesn't look like much, but it is much when you have to make everything, and everything is so uber expensive because nothing is really made here. So it's not like America where you can say, okay, I went and I bought a GE fridge because GE is, I don't know if they make them in America, I don't know. Maybe they make them in China, but at least they have some kind of cheaper way of getting it to America. But here, everything is just so expensive, and I can't wrap my mind around it. So I spend a lot of time scouring to find distributors for the people who are distributing the stuff. Everything that we have had to be made, so all of our furnishings had to be made. And then all of the government documentation, it's not like you can say, oh, mega more restaurants in a Masaki. Hell no, child. You need two people to do something like that. Mm-mm. You need two people to say, I'm going to open a restaurant. You need one person on top of the administration and the paperwork and all that is required. And you need another person who is on top of the other things, right? But one person has to go to the office and sit down and talk to the people and negotiate with the people. And if it needs be, give them a little something to do something. I mean, but it's a very, very, very I wouldn't. The word it's past difficult. It's like adding difficult. If difficulty and chaos had a baby, it would be. It would be. That would be trying to do business in Tanzania. Chaos plus difficulty. Yeah, and that's expensive. So I'm gonna tell you honestly, honestly, if you are looking to open a restaurant, or if you're looking to open any kind of business like this in Tanzania, you should have at least 50,000, 50 to 70,000 US dollars. That is not an exaggeration. That is not a, that is not a, oh, if you want the pretty things. I'm telling you the basics. As a foreigner, if you are a Tanzanian and you don't necessarily have all of, you're a Tanzanian and you're a Tanzanian citizen and you have all of your Tanzanian paperwork, naturally it's going to be less expensive for you, right? And their fees, there's just money just because, right? There is just because money. There is just because you're a foreigner. There is just because when you registered your company, you said that your company is valued at this. So they're going to go off of what you value your company as. They're going to go off of your location. They're going to go off of everything. So to even bring the guys here to estimate, like we're supposed to get a shade for out there. I had to go through like four different estimates to get the right number. And then for every time someone comes to visit, you have to pay them an estimate fee, and then they give you the cost based on your location. So a place like this looks like, oh, you're rolling in the dough. So I'm gonna give you the roll in the dough money. I'm gonna give you the roll in the dough fee. So that and there's no like Angie's List or nothing like that where you can find all that you need. There is no one-stop shop. If you're looking to buy appliances, you need someone who is out there or knows what they're doing or know where to get the stuff from. Um, most of the things that you're going to buy that are quality are expensive. So let's say, for example, um, cakes and breads. So sometimes the pastries here tend to be like hard and very undelicious. And it's undelicious because, and it's like you can go to 10 different restaurants and it's the same, or bakeries and it's the same. And it's like that because most of the ovens are coming from the same place. And the ovens are not convection ovens. So by the time you put something in that oven, it's just like sucking all of the moisture out of it. So there are certain things, and if you want a convection oven, that's like, oh, you want a convection oven? That is you know, if you want a convection oven, that's the real bucks right there, right? And that is an expensive. That is a what is the word that I would use? That is out of the norm. Whereas in the States, a convection oven is the norm, right? So those are the things that I try to like wrap my head around and like get used to or get accustomed to. So the basic things um, that you will find is not necessarily going to be as basic as you think it is, and you have to be very specific about the things that you are trying to accomplish. You have to be very, very specific, and you have to know standards, and you have to know quality of what you're looking to do. So if you're trying to make the tables, you have to know like the measurements. If you're trying to make the sinks, you have to know the measurements. Whatever it is you need to do, there's a lot of involvement in it. It's not like, oh, they should know. They don't. Even if they did it 100 times, maybe all the 100 people will have different measurements. So you have to know the measurement. So yeah, these past couple of months have not been easy. The last year has not been easy. However, I don't, um, and the work hasn't even begun because a restaurant is a bit of a business. Because the quality you're actually making food and telling people, I am going to make something that is good for you to eat, that you're going to put into your stomach, and it's going to help you, and it's going to give you, it's going to taste better than something else. So a restaurant requires a certain kind of skill and a certain kind of attention to every little detail, because every meal you place in front of someone is going to you're saying it's quality. So you have to know these things. So the real work, we haven't even started the real work. The real work starts when the cooking starts. That's the real work. The real work, pleasing people and making everyone feel welcome and giving them a welcoming space and giving them quality food and giving them authentic Jamaican food. That is where the real work is. So a lot of people do not know that I am a bad, bad chef. A lot of people don't know that. I'm really great. But I have my specialties and I have things that only I make because of the way how my family makes their food. So um, in any event, I wanted to make this video to talk to y'all that I didn't go missing, and I'm not saying, oh, I have the restaurant and there is no restaurant there. And I'm not saying, we're done with the Exodus house. We're just getting started. What they're doing now is putting on the skirting on the counter. Right. Oh wow! You like it, Dixon? Whoa! So those are my lights up there, man. I sat in my kitchen and I made those lights. Me and the housekeeper, we did the macrame fishnet, and then I hand painted and stenciled that, and then I cut. Let me get up close. Oh, amazing! Oh, I'm proud of that. Yes, y'all. Yes, 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 yes. So let me go back out here so you can see. Um, so this is there's gonna be some serious money made here. A lot of money is gonna be made here because on one hand we have a greengrocer. We're gonna be dividing ourselves between these two stores, but this is the main eating area, right? There's an app called Peaky. One of them writers just went by the orange box. And if you go to Picky to buy something on online, 99% of the restaurants are here in Masaki. Why is that? It is that way because a lot of the embassies, most of the embassies are here. A lot of the international people are here. The embassies and their families are here. Is here. The airport, all of the different things, kind of coincide in this one specific area. Um, a lot of the people who are here looking for international. Yeah, so we're on this main road in this beautiful storefront, and our sign is going up shortly. Yeah, I think the Swiss embassy is immediately across the street. So there's a there's a lot. Wow. Okay. I feel good already. Wow. So, like I said, I have work to do because there are other lights that the electrician is going to install, and I have to put those together. But yeah, this kind of wood, I want. Can you see it? Can y'all see it? So this kind of wood is called dowel wood. These are our sample wood, so the rest are coming. So this kind of wood, um, is used old boats. So these were once on the water. So that's if any of y'all are interested in partnering or joining us in our business relationships, um, getting involved in the East Africa Seaweed Company as an investor or what have you, connect with me. Now is the time. I'm not going to have the time if you're looking to come to Tanzania or if you're looking to come to the Exodus house. Now is the time to communicate with me when I'm in that kitchen. When I'm in that kitchen, I'm in that kitchen. When I'm behind that counter, I'm behind that counter. And as you know, once yes. No, DC. Oh, what a great question. DC says, "Hail up, Renee. Great concept with the restaurant. Did you research if there is a need for such a restaurant, or you're just taking a chance?" It's all chance, right? I did my research, and I'm going to tell you how I did my research. But also, a very big part of any business that you're doing, the research can fail. Let me do something. Let me come back. I'm coming. So let me move. Let me go back into the kitchen. So yeah, the research can fail. You know why? Because things change. Cost of gas goes up. The cost of materials go up. The cost of recessions happen, wars happen. So research what make them research can always fail. Okay, so I would say 20% of of my faith in research. This is when it comes to business. You have the indicators to say, okay, this business will perform because X, right? Yeah, I'm in order banging. That's why I move. But it looks like they can't get what I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try outside. Maybe if I sit down, maybe if I sit down out the door, well, if people tune me out because of the banging. But I'm not go bang the whole day. I think I'm still I'm trying to go outside. I didn't hot like hell out there. Anyway, let me stop the banging. So research can only get you so far, right? Research will get you to coordinate or orientate you to where you're going, to what you're doing. That's all research should do. The rest of it is 1000% faith. I'm one of those people who my faith can move a mountain. My faith in what God put in me can move a mountain. So I'm very strong in the faith part. So it's not necessarily a blind chance. Number one, you have to understand the business. Number two, you have to understand the industry that business is in. Number three, you have to understand your customer and why is your customer buying from you when they could buy from someone else. Okay? And on top of that, this is a new concept. There, there are no SeaMoss cafes around where I can say, okay, this is a SeaMoss cafe on the main thoroughfare in Masaki. They're not here. Um, and the newness of our kind of business made it difficult for us to be able to distribute in the supermarkets because we were so new, right? And so, due to that fact, we started to look at what can we do because I think the market is ready for it. And also on Instagram, there are other people who consume and sell CMOS in the States, and I'm looking at their consumption trends, and if their people are looking at I'm looking at their consumption trends, so are other people. So I'm not the only one. So Instagram has popularized CMOS in the local market, where the local Tanzanians want CMOS, but they're unable to get a hold of it. And on top of that, there are people who want it and don't know how to use it. I had a neighbor of mine, she got a jar of CMOS gel. She's like, Renee, come and show me how to use this. We mean no to use it. Later, just mix it up in the blender with the rest of the salt and the way of the mix and drink based off. But they don't know. They don't know. So being able to have access to it where they can either make their own or they can buy the juices mixed with different flavors, different drinks, things like that. That's one thing. Um, Hold on, let me talk to the electrician. Dixon, put these, put these, look, put these on the outside. These on the outside and these on the inside. So put them close together. These two. And then those two on the edge. Mhm. Oh, so Jackson have one of them there. So this is one of them. So you do. Yeah. I'm gonna try to show you. So you think so it wasn't yeah, these inside because they're gonna be close together so you can see that they match. These the bulb? They never have a bulb. You remember you didn't put it in the bulb when you assemble it, but I have the bag with bulbs. Yeah, not the bag. Hold on, people. Um, Jackson, there is a basket with two small blue bags. Pot, or it's not pot. It's not a basket. It's pot. Pot something with two small blue bags, Jackson. Let me see the storeroom. Maybe Joseph put it in there yesterday. I tried to take a picture. But cool. You see them? So cute. Okay, so let me go work out people. I'll come back on later and do another live. But if anyone is interested in partnering with us, connect with me, exodusafrica1@gmail.com. You can hear. Mm, yes, it's in that bag. The other thing I wanted to say, the bag will come back. Let me go over here. The other thing I wanted to say, because DC asked an important question. Don't underestimate the popularity and the desirability of Jamaican food. Do not underestimate the quality of food that people are accustomed to in Jamaica. Don't underestimate. Combining the SeaMoss with Jamaican food is a banger. It's a winning concept and it's gonna knock it out the park. Blow!